Let me tell y'all why these mainstream athletes are always dating or marrying these white women. A lot of the times, these mainstream athletes don't always be at HBCUs, okay? They be at colleges such as Kentucky, Notre Dame, Alabama, which are all predominantly white, okay? So when they at these colleges, and you have so many white people, and then you have this amount of black people that have all came up from the same roots, the same struggle, all that type of stuff, as you are not there here. So when you have these white women that meet these black men in college, they're nurturing, they do their homework, they make sure you eat, they be having cars, they do all of that or whatnot. And these men, they build these relationships with these women, okay? And it goes from there. So when they get drafted, all that type of stuff in the NFL, NBA, MLB, whatever, okay? They take them women with them because they actually fell in love with them. So a lot of the times you cannot fault them for them being there for them at their lowest points of time, instead of actually us being, as African American women, being there for the guys as well, because we came from the same position. So stop being on social media, being racist.
Okay, I know she's making this about a black and white thing, which that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about what she was talking about in general, about how they getting these men, and these men are marrying them because these women were there for them in their time of need. And when she was telling this story here, when she was giving these examples, whatever you want to call it, it reminded me of my wife. And it also reminded me of this one episode. I wish I could find it. I will put the clip in there, but I couldn't find it. Of Fresh and Fit telling women, instead of y'all thinking what he could do for you, why don't you think about what you could do for him? Because see, that's what she was saying these women be doing for these men. What she could do for him, because in turn, he's going to do it all for her. Because see, men, we're easy to please. We're simple-minded. If you just make us a sandwich when we're hungry, do you know what that puts in our head about you? All you did was make a normal, regular peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm just throwing something out there. Whatever kind of sandwich he likes. I'm just throwing it out there. Just giving a dumb example, of course. Do you know what that means? It's the little things that you could do for him. He's going to return that. If you pick the right man, of course. You got to pick the right kind of man, first of all. So let's get that out the way. Because I know women love to say, oh, not all men. Men ain't doing this, men are doing that. No, I'm saying, if you pick the right kind of man, this is what he would do for you. And she's right. I'm telling you like this here. I've told this story before, I'm going to tell it again. My wife took care of me in my weakest point, my lowest point. She was there for me. She didn't have to be. When we first got together, when you at that first part of your relationship where you don't really consider yourself girlfriend and boyfriend yet, you trying to figure each other out, all that stuff. I got dead sick. And when I say dead sick, literally dead sick. That woman took time off from work. She laid in the bed next to me, nurtured me back to health, fed me, was there for me, all that. And then when I was starting to get better, she went back to work. She called me once every hour on the hour to make sure I was okay. Did you take your medicine? Are you okay? You did that? I said, yeah, I'm getting better. Yeah. Thank you for calling, check it up. I mean, I was sounding horrible. I was feeling bad. I mean, whoo. I shouldn't have did that voice to let y'all know what I'm talking about. But still. My whole point is, ladies, you just don't know. If you pick the right man, of course, let's not go with the kind of man that you want. Pick the right kind of man. That man will return that favor 10 times over. Now look, almost 16 years married now. Got me when I was struggling, couldn't hardly do anything. Anything. Huh? And y'all ladies mad at Tyler Perry because he's saying you should find a man who can only pay the light bill. I know he was giving an example, but y'all women took that example too far. Y'all took that example too far. But anyway, hey, literally, when I first met my wife, that was me. I could only, and I mean, this is not an example when I'm talking about myself. That's all I could pay was the light bill. 16 years married. Now look, I got a way better job. We just bought a huge house. We got multiple cars, whole lot of money in the bank. We got investments. Why? Because she knew what kind of man to get. She knew what to look for in the man that she wanted. See, if you stop being selfish and you think, if you start doing these things for him, like I said, you pick the right guy, he's going to return that favor 10 times more, because that's men. We love it when you're there for us, so we're going to make sure that you're happy so you can keep us happy. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. But ladies, y'all will go and pick these horrible men, do all the good things for him, and then whine and complain when you find out that he ain't about nothing. That he ain't finna do nothing for you. But you picked the wrong guy. Perfect example. Do you think Michelle Obama picked the wrong kind of man? The man she got ended up becoming the president of the freaking United States. Huh? Come on, man. You got to know how to pick the right kind of man. That's all it is. Now, like I said, I know she was talking about these black men getting with these white women. I ain't talking about nothing like that. My videos, I rarely talk about race. I'm talking about, ladies, if you pick the right kind of man, you never know what you're going to get out of him. I'm just saying.